Well, my name is Udo Weiss and I'm the Chief of the Traffic Police in Münster, and we are responsible for the city of Münster and for highways around Münster and North Rhine-Westphalia, about 720 kilometers. We have a great problem in Münster with our bicycles, and we made a common study with our university hospital, and we hope the aims are interesting, and that's what we have to say.
So what were the results of your cycling survey?
We had a real cycling revolution in Münster. It begins nearly after the World War II, but it started really at the 80s. At the beginning of the 80s, we had 270,000 bicycle trips each day. Today, we have about over 500,000 bicycle trips each day, an enormous increase. And we have model split of 38%, which is a good rate in whole Europe. But unfortunately, there is not only happiness, because we have about 50% of all casualties on Münster's roads, and that are cyclists. And that is a big part of our problem. And so we wanted to know more about our problem and started this study.
So would you say that, from what you've found, that cyclists are the villains or the victims? To what extent are they suffering because of other people's bad road use, or are they causing their own problems?
Oh, it's very easy to answer. It's 50-50. You have problems with cyclists, and you have also problems with the car drivers. The main mistakes of cyclists are using alcohol and drugs. 50% of all reported drunken drivers are cyclists in Münster, and they use the wrong way, ignoring traffic lights. Also speed for cyclists is a big problem. On the other side, the problem of the drivers of our motor cars are speed and ignoring cyclists. They don't look when cyclists are there, or when they turn around, or when they bring their car on the road, even when the cyclists use the wrong side. And so both sides are responsible for this, a lot of accidents.
And what are the key outputs from the survey? What's going to happen next? What sort of plans do you need to put in place as a result of what you found out?
Well, first of all, we have to say that cycling is more dangerous than assumed so far. Because in this 1 year of our study, the police of Münster reported 723 accidents with bicycle drivers. But the real number, which reported the university hospital and the 6 emergency units of Münster's hospital, has a number of 2,250. That is an enormous increase, and an enormous underreporting rate of 68%. Nobody knew this before. And that is one of our, I think, good input for the discussion. Also, we know that our high-risk group are not the children. The high-risk group is at the age 18 to 30. And so we have a lot of interesting things we know from the study. And that we will bring into the common discussion of the city. And we try to start the engineering problems. There's a lot to do with the infrastructures. We reduce the speed limit in the town. In Münster, we have also a lot of roads. You could drive 70. Until next year, in whole Münster, you're only allowed to drive 50. And we have to do a lot of education. In our study, we know that the people which wear a helmet was only 6%. Now we have a helming rate of 15%. And we have a lot to do of enforcement.